What's going on, YouTube fam? Ary here, reporting from the GTA, back from Chennai. Chennai. It's so funny, the last time I made a video, I was actually in my roommate's bathroom in Chennai because that's where the lighting was the best. So yes, I am feeling really nostalgic. I haven't been emotional yet. Everything has just happened so fast, I don't even realize where I am right now, but once I do realize everything and once it sinks in, I know I'm gonna cry a little bit because I've made so many good friends and I just had a really awesome time being on Singing Stars, and what can I say? It was really a dream come true, and I've captured some of it on camera, some behind the scenes stuff that we did in between episodes. Not a lot of tourism stuff though. Our schedule was really packed, but I managed to do some sightseeing. I hope you like it. I'll also be talking about what differences I found between Canada and India, things that struck me, some cultural shocks. I hope that you can relate to them or find them interesting. When I came out of the airport, the first thing I noticed was, of course, enormous traffic, so many cars, which I was already expecting because I know India is so much more populated than Canada. But the speed that all the cars were going, even though there were so many, I thought that was really cool because everyone is moving within each other. No one's really following lanes. Everyone's just doing their own thing, but no one ever collides. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everyone just goes with the flow. And I think that's really cool because even though Canadians, you know, they drive really straight, they follow the rules most of the time, I see so many more accidents here in Toronto than in Chennai. So I thought it was really cool. It's an organized chaos, and I'm actually quoting one of my friends from Chennai who told me this. Crossing the street, you know, you don't just wait for a gap to cross the street. You just go because there are no gaps. You just go and you hope that people don't hit you, or you just run fast so that you don't get hit. Of course, this is all from my perspective. You can agree or disagree. This is just one of the cool culture shocks. Traffic is different, and it still works. By the way, it only took me 1 week to adapt to the heat. Ary, you're lying. Yes, I am. I also noticed while looking at some of my footage, my camera skills really suck, and I'm really sorry, you guys. I only realized this once I landed back home. Man, I'm not good at filming stuff. I'm just trying to capture as much as I can, and I'm just going way too fast, and there's no time for us to actually see what's going on in the video. So I hope you can forgive me for that. Someone caught me dancing during Rowdy Baby. This was during our first rehearsal. I actually don't know who was filming this, so shout out to the person who was filming this. Thank you so much for capturing this moment. One thing that I thought was really cool, at least in Chennai, that's more common than over here, is you can go to pretty much any rooftop. Any building will have a rooftop, and you can go chill up on the rooftop. Whereas over here, rooftops are so much more rare. You usually find them on more fancy buildings and they're harder to get to. But over there, you can just go on anyone's rooftop and chill, and it's so much more accessible. You can experience that bird's eye view much more frequently than you can over here. So I thought that was a really cool difference. Oh, also, I really enjoyed the toilet hoses because you know when you have spicy food and it's really just, dude, we don't want to know about your toilet experiences. Sorry. Just let her finish. Please proceed. My favorite thing about Chennai is all the people that I met. Made friends so much more quickly because people aren't as shy to come up to you and talk to you. All my Singing Stars fam, everyone was just awesome and so patient with me too. Big shout out to Varshith for helping me out for 3 months. We made it to the semifinals, and I'm giving him full credit. This guy is amazing. Like, he's a musician, he's a doctor. He managed to fit his full-time student lifestyle within our full-time Singing Stars schedule. I don't know how he did it, but he did it, and we made it so far within the competition. And I'm gonna link his channel down below, you guys, because this guy's really cool. And we're thinking about collaborating, of course, whether it's long distance collaboration or in person. We're gonna make it happen. Varshith Ary duo alive. So me and my roommates ended up visiting a temple maybe halfway during our journey. A lot of stress, there's a lot of stuff happening. Not bad stress by any means, but it was nice to be in a calm, quiet space. I got to learn about a lot of the Hindu deities that I had no clue about. So that was fun. Of course, no cameras were allowed in the temple, so I wasn't able to capture any of the things that were inside, but it was so cool and I'll remember it in my head forever. The statues were so freaking huge. And later that same day, we went to Marina Beach. And that was just a really awesome day to clear our minds. Spencer Plaza was definitely where I learned to bargain. Also, the first time I went there, there was a bouncy castle. I was just like, this looks familiar.
I wanna be a child again. Get away from here, get away.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go check my link down below to my original song called Get Away From Here. Spoiler alert, there's a bouncy castle. The next footage I have to share with you guys today is some behind the scenes of Santosh Narayan's birthday party. It was a surprise birthday party that Singing Stars contestants were invited to. Thank you so much for inviting us. It was a lot of fun.
Muthu, where are we?
We are at Ramada.
And why are we here? Chinu, why? What are we doing here?
Sandy's birthday.
Santi's birthday, And he doesn't know,
I do want to highlight that Tamil people know how to party. No one was just in their corner sitting there being shy like most Canadians do at parties. Everyone was just dancing and having like a blast, and I really thought that was so cool and so genuine, and I find that Canadians need to learn from that. It's okay to party, it's okay to dance and let loose and look stupid for a bit, because I do it all the time on my channel, and I think it served me well.
Yeah, it's a video.
What time is it?
It's 2. Yeah, it's almost 2. I think it's 1:20. What did we just do? What did we just do, everyone?
We dance.
Yeah.
And we dance a folk song.
And what time do we have to wake up tomorrow? 7. And what time is it again, Lakshman?
It's sleep time.
It's sleep time, that's for sure.
Towards the end of my stay in Chennai, I ended up going to Mahabalipuram. And I did come across someone who spoke French.
Jean-Paul Gaston.
Jean-Paul Gaston, non, c'est quoi votre vrai nom?
Jean-Paul Gaston.
Non, c'est quoi votre vrai nom?
Gaston.
Gaston, ok. Moi, mon nom c'est Priya.
Priya.
Moi.
This clip does not even tell you how much French he could speak. We were having full-on conversations. This was so cool. I did not expect to bump into someone who spoke French, especially being outside of Pondicherry. So on my way to the Krishna Butterball that day, I think the highlight of that trip for me was I just entered some area that had, some of the ruins, some of the big rocks. I entered and there's this teenage girl. She looks at me and she's like, "Are you from Canada?" And I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "How does she know, And she's like, "Ary?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And like she brings all her friends, her parents, her brothers and sisters, everybody was there and they were like, "Hey, can you sing?" And they were taking selfies with me and it was so cute. And I was like, "Okay, I'll sing, but you have to sing with me."
What song? Which song? Vennilave, Vinay Tandi Varuvaya, Vilayada Jodi Devai, Indra Bhulagathil Yarum Paarkum Munne, Unne Ariyale Anupivayo. Vennilave, Vinay Tandi Varuvaya, Vilayada Jodi Devai.
It was so much fun to hang out with them and meet them, and it felt like we had been friends for a long time. And that's kind of a reoccurring theme with at least people from Chennai. When you meet them, you don't really feel like you're strangers. You feel like your family, your friends right away.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Can we take a selfie?
We can take a selfie. You're in my video right now. Say hi.
Hi.
I know someone who would love to climb on all of this. Me.
yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. I hope that you have made some discoveries you didn't think of before, or that you learned something new, or that you just thought it was entertaining. Okay. Before we're done, can I just say something? Sure, fine. Go ahead. So, Manoj's birthday was at the same time as mine. When I came back to the apartments that night, our friends surprised us with cake. I got to experience the cake cutting birthday ceremony that they do in India. It's like you cut the cake and then you feed your friends with your hands, and your friends feed you with their hands. And let me tell you something, I'm not even used to eating with my hand, let alone eating cake, something sticky with my hand. So that's just so foreign to me, but it was so much fun. And people even smushed cake on my face. So I think that this was really the best culture shock, not only for the food, just for the friendship experience. And even though I was not at home, I felt at home because of all the friends that I made. And for that, I could not thank you enough. Thank you so much for the party, and thank you so much for everyone who wished me online as well. Happy birthday to you! I do want to go again as soon as I get the opportunity, man. I swear, fam, I'm gonna go back, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye, YouTube fam.